closer, or you can try your luck from where you're at.
So, we're going to go ahead and jump in here with our kind of prologue story element to the coming adventure of Force Grey Giant Hunters. So, bear with me here as we go ahead and hop into a dark space of nothingness, a void of darkness. Thank you, Jonah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Real good. I can do Foley work this whole show, so.
All right. So, welcome all to our little gathering here. I think, oddly enough, this is the first time we're all in the same room together talking about this. I'm excited to learn about how you want to play your character and find out about all your little flaws and foilables, maybe even discover some bonds you share that I don't even know about. Just a bit, hung. All right, there's supposed to be 6 of you. I'm pretty sure we don't have a wizard. Do we not have a wizard?
No, we don't have a wizard.
No.
Ian McKellen just stands at the back of the
crowd. I know,
crowd.
seriously. That would be amazing.
Who needs a wizard?
I would die.
I love it. Shit. All right, we don't... Oh, I got something. Hold on. Bear with me here for a second. Hold on. Hey, Hardwick. We need a wizard. Like, for the game next week. Sun Elf. You good? Awesome. All right, cool. We got a wizard.
Hey, all right.
Hey!
All right. Which Hardwick?
Jason Hardwick
Okay,
from Lowe's down the street. No, Chris Hardwick will be joining you for the actual formal game as the Sun Elf wizard. You see.
Oh,
front
sweet.
Oh.
He's got his little quill and his little parchment. He's writing like you do, with his little pseudo dragon on the shoulder.
Oh.
He has a pet dragon.
He is a pet dragon. Pseudo dragon.
Jonah, are you the grizzled fisherman?
That's me,
I
Jopa.
love
Yeah.
Dang, am I that tall?
You're a half-orc girl. I know it's hard to go from gnome to half-orc. It's a bit of a
I know,
jump.
I'm not
but,
used to being that tall. Yes.
Brian, are you jealous about my physique?
Well, no, it's all right.
I'm a
No,
little
I'm
messed.
playing against character this time. It's nice.
I think it's a little messed up.
I'm
They
used to
give
my,
you
lived
the
my
tall
whole life as a
redhead.
half-orc, and now...
Look at you, Hitch.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What about me?
You're awesome.
Yeah, I've got my eye on Calliope. Calopese.
Which, speaking of which, let's go ahead and dive into a little story for the prologue of Force Grey. So, Calliope, or Calliope, as other people are driven.
No, Calliope.
That's what her, yeah, Calliope.
And yes, that's my voice. I know I'm a 5th-level bard, but I've lived on a diet of whiskey and pipeweed for my 24 years on this planet. I know I sound like a 50-year-old guy, but no, I'm a 24-year-old girl who just happens to sound like this. And I have a high fucking charisma, so get used to it.
Well, I'm charmed.
Which Calliope? Suddenly, you are within a domed stone chamber cluttered with books, crates, and broken glass. Flashes of green and blue light spark across the air. Vials of bubbling, viscous liquids. There's a low hum of arcane crystals spinning aloft in metallic bands. An elderly man sweats through his bushy white eyebrows. His once expensive silk and gold robes now tattered at the edges, flowing behind him. You see him rushing back and forth before you. Here, hold this! And he gives you a couple of stacks of books and a vial, and your arms set there as he rushes off again. Where is it? There's only so much time. We don't have much time to prepare. Calliope, stand here!
All right, I'll stand there.
As you stand there, he turns to you, hands you another vial, taking the books away. One in each hand, if you don't mind. Hold on. This fluctuation in Mistra's weave is rare and fleeting. With this spark of essence, time itself should slow. Are you with me, Calliope?
Yeah.
I'm paying you good money for this. At least look attentive.
Okay.
I need to test something. All right, Calliope, stand over there between those ivory pillars across the room, if you don't mind.
All right. Over here?
Right there, perfect.
Okay.
Now, the time is
Just hold
nigh.
these 2 things.
And he grabs a switch from the wall and pulls down. There's a spark of bluish energy. Suddenly your vision begins to go dark. You see as the tunnel vision slowly curls to a blackness, as a voice, the last thing you hear echoing, go, "Ah, shit."
Great.
Ending Calliope's story there. So everyone, this is Faerun, a realm of incredible beauty, sprawling wonder, mystical heritage, and in some places, ages-old evil. The free peoples of Faerun push back at the unbridled wilds with cities and culture, while the unknown shadows of fallen ruins and endless caverns fill the belly of these lands with the promise of danger and glory. The gods take active interest in the shaping of the world through their worshippers, while the pursuit of arcane potential ever brings closer an age of renewed prosperity or destruction. This is the world in which you live, and our adventure begins in the place you all currently call home. A jewel of civilization and cultural melting pot, this dense and sprawling metropolis is known as Waterdeep, the city of splendor. Here, under the watch of the open Lord Silverhand and the masked lords beneath her, you've all made your way through the world, found work, inspiration, and in some cases, perpetual trouble. I'm looking at you, Hitch. In seeking work that fits your individual skill sets, you've all separately joined up with the Greyhands, a faction under the Blackstaff Ajira and the Order of Magus that handles varying tasks and challenges that the Order hasn't the time nor the bandwidth for. The tasks have been fruitful, if sporadic. However, you have now been idle for the better part of 3 weeks. Now, Jopa. Deep in the dock ward of Waterdeep, a simple fisherman stands by the edge of the wood-planked shipyard.
Simple.
Yeah, what's your wisdom?
16, you piece of shit.
A simple-looking, yet actually quite cunning beneath the exterior fisherman stands by the edge of the wood-planked shipyard, coiling nets and happily carrying his haul of occasionally twitching fish to his humble shack as dusk slowly takes the night sky. Another fisherman walks by, pulling the pipe from his lips as he raises his other hand. "Night, Jopa! Not a bad catch!" and continues walking past.
Jopa, you piece of shit.
"Jopa, sorry!" he says as he vanishes into the darkness of the city. As you step towards the doorway of your small home, you notice the door is ever so slightly ajar. Your eyes dart about. You're always careful to shut it completely while you're out and lock up. Why would the door be ajar? This worries you and immediately hits you with a tinge of worry.
Uh-oh. These goddamn neighborhood kids fucking with me again. I keep whiskey under my bed. They're just trying to get it. I'm going to go around the back, peek in through the window.
Okay. As you turn around, I will ask you to quickly make a perception check with your character here. You pull these dice that were bequeathed to me from the Dungeon Master, Chris Perkins himself. Go ahead and roll that for me. That's a 19. Plus, what's
Fucking right it is.
what's your perception?
I don't have my reading glasses. What? No, perception. I don't got one.
That'd be wisdom plus 3. So yeah, it comes at 22. So as you stealth around the side of your building looking through the window, you can see what appears to be a robed figure currently inspecting your collection of smutty novels.
Hey, those are mine. It gets lonely on the docks.
As at this point, the robed figure's head turns and notices you in the window. A single finger and hand come out from beneath the robes and just beckons you inward.
Oh. On one hand, this could be someone out to get me, an old friend or enemy. On the other hand, it could be a sexy lady in the robe. And all those books would finally be a reality. I'll come hither.
As you come hither within your slightly fish-smelling abode,
You don't notice it after a while, yeah.
the figure turns, now revealing what appears to be a human male with no hair and dark brown eyes.
Fuck!
He addresses you with a smile. and holds out a rolled scroll of parchment towards you. Jopa, master of the Greyhounds. Member, you have been summoned this hour to Blackstaff Tower at the request of Blackstaff Ajira herself. And he hands you the parchment.
Should I read it?
You may if you wish.
I unscroll it.
Open it up. It says, Jopa, member of the Greyhounds, you have been summoned this hour to the Blackstaff Tower at the request of Blackstaff Ajira herself.
Why'd you let me on? Could just said that's what it said.
That's what I told you. It was...
Jesus
I have one
Christ.
job.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
All right. Well, come, follow me. I will lead you the way.
Hold on. I need a few minutes. I have kind of a ritual after I get home from work. Meet me outside. Shouldn't be too long.
Fair enough, he says with a slightly discerning eye, walks outside and whistles quietly to himself as you take care of
Never
business.
you mind.
Now, as we pull away from Jopa, across town, a humble home is warmed by the crackling fire under the hearth. A dwarven woman sits near it, rubbing ointment into a bruised arm from a day of construction labor. Bruised, but strong as a lion. This proud and tough figure is Brawlwin Chain Miner.
Ow, but also, ah.
Suddenly, the door swings open and slams shut behind you. You look over your shoulder to see, leaning against the door, breathing heavily, wide-eyed and smiling, is the scoundrel Hitch, your old pal and current couch surfer, returning from some seemingly dubious outing.
I gotta pee so bad.
You don't have to say that every time you come home.
It's true. I get 5 feet away from the door and it just clicks. My bladder just drops.
I know, but I don't need to know. I'm clearly not in the bathroom. I'm here.
But if, you're right.
So this
You
point,
say that every time, too.
at this point, you start hearing muffled voices from behind the door shouting, "He went that way!" And you hear footfalls run past and dissipate into the distance down the alleyway, past your home, to silence.
That was close. Oh, man. I gotta get better at this.
What's this time? You say that every time. First you say, I have to pee, and then you say, I gotta get better at this.
It's just a simple misunderstanding. A guy thought that his money was his when it was really mine. Ha ha!
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What?
How long are you staying here?
As long as it takes.
Am I allowed to just give him a look?
Yeah, you can glare at him. Roll an intimidate check.
I roll an intimidate check.
What is it? Wait, don't do it. Don't, what does that mean?
That is a 10. She gives you a very stern look, but nothing you haven't seen before. You shake it off as almost adorable.
You are adorable. I'm gonna be in the bathroom.
As you turn to make your way towards the restroom, there's a knock at the door right behind you.
Shit, I'm gonna hide. Get the door.
Okay, but not because you told me to, because it's my house. It's my house.
I know, you're your own woman. Just please. Let me hide.
Okay, I get the door.
Okay. If you go to hide, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Sweet. Why am I still whispering? 10.
That's 10 plus 7, however, because you are quite skilled at stealth.
Yeah.
So you find a portion of the living room right under the couch where you just get really low, where you can still have a view of the doorway.
Hitch, where'd you go?
Open the fucking door.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I opened the door.
As you go for the door actually unlocks itself as you reach for the actual handle, and it creaks open to reveal a robed figure standing in the doorway. What little light catches their face reveals a woman of elven features, her hair hidden. She looks to you, smiles, and then glances directly beneath the couch where you're currently hidden.
Hitch, I think she sees you.
We don't know that.
You do now, as she reveals a scroll rolled up in her hand and presents it to you. All right, you two, members of the Blackstaff's Grey Watch, members of the Grey Hens even, let me read the paper. You have been summoned this hour to Blackstaff Tower at the request of Blackstaff Ajira herself this very evening. Please gather your belongings.
Whoa.
Hitch, I'm just gonna take your scroll too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean,
You're
that's
welcome.
incredibly thoughtful of you.
Hitch, get up.
Have you? I'm up. I stand up.
Okay.
I wave. And then I ask, have you eaten anything today? What?
I have eaten, if that is your question. Why do you ask?
Just if you were hungry, bro here could fix you up some stew.
We've known each other for like 40 years.
That's true. She might be hungry.
Are you hungry?
Make a persuasion check.
3.
That's a 3.
She ate.
She looks to you for a second, looks to you, kind of gives you a knowing look of like, I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. She goes, thank you, I've already had my meal for this afternoon. However, these summons are quite time sensitive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll wait till you're ready. And she turns around with a slight smile and a wink and waits outside the front door.
She is gorgeous. Don't fuck this up for me.
Wait. I mean, I don't like elves. I don't want to just go.
I think we should go. She seemed really nice, and she already ate, so we know she's responsible.
Fine.
Thanks.
We're coming.
Yes.
All right, you guys gather your things, meet her outside, and she leads you out into the night air of Waterdeep. Now,
I'm mad at you.
What else is new?
as we move over to Dagney. Over in the now night-wreathed sea ward of Waterdeep, we come to a tiny hovel bearing a sign reading Repairs, buttressed against a small warehouse. Within, tables, stools, and chairs are cluttered with piles of metal and scraps. Gears and springs, partially constructed objects of intricate design lay scattered across every surface. A partially complete grandfather clock stands tilted against a far wall, just beneath a large metal gear wheel that looms over the interior, a symbol of Gond, the Wonderbringer, the deity of invention. Sitting towards the back of the single room atop a rough cot is a rather raggedy half-orc woman beneath a hanging lantern. A multi-lens set of jeweler's spectacles adorn her face as she fiddles with her tools, currently engrossed with a small project in her lap. This is Dagney.
Oh man, I gotta finish that grandfather clock.
A young boy, maybe 6 years of age, looks on from under his dirt-smeared cheeks. This is Sebastian. He usually wanders in and watches you work as his father lets him and is really engrossed, though not really fully understanding of what you do. Is just eager to have a friend. He looks over to you.
Dagney? What's that do?
I take my little mouse automaton and I wind it up. Look.
How's it work?
Well, it's pretty intricate. It's just took so many parts that I have in here that I put together, and I made that.
Can I have one?
Yeah, you wind it. You know what? I have a couple. So here, take this one.
He gets really excited and takes all of them from your hand and just kind of grasps them in his mitt.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Sebastian.
Don't tell Dad I'm not supposed to take things.
Okay, keep it hidden.
And he puts it in his pocket. At that point, the door swings open, poof, and you can see across the way a mustachioed man in his late 40s entering with a smile. This is Ogden, Sebastian's father, and the owner of the warehouse and the hovel that you currently stay in. He enters the room. Come on, Sebastian. It's time for bed. Sebastian looks at you
You're welcome.
and rushes past. He Ogden takes him and kind of rustles his hair as he runs past underneath him. Dagney, let me know if you need anything. The client needs that clock done by noon tomorrow.
I will have it done. What did he need done? What did you say it was?
Yes, the grandfather clock in the corner. Dagney,
That's what I was working on. This piece was going into the grandfather clock.
We can't miss another deadline, Dagney.
I won't.
I'm sorry.
Tomorrow it'll be done. I swear to you it'll be done.
All right, I trust you.
Okay.
Well, we have some stew left over. If you get hungry, you're welcome to come on by.
I'm starving.
All right. As he turns around, suddenly he's presented at the front of the doorway. Another figure in a similar hooded robe stands there, putting a hand up. He sees it, looks at you. Can I help you? And the figure just says, I'm here for Dagney.
It's fine, Ogden. I'll be in just a little bit.
Very well. He looks kind of conspicuous at the robed figure back at you and slowly walks back, ends up taking Sebastian by the arm and rushes him off into the darkness of night. The robed figure turns back to you now, revealing what appears to be a young man with long blonde hair and a groomed beard. He pulls back the hood and addresses you with a smile. Producing a rolled scroll of parchment, he says, Dagney, member of the Grey Hands, you have been summoned this hour to Blackstaff Tower at the request of Blackstaff Ajira herself.
I open the scroll.
It says the exact same phrase.
Oh, it's what you just said. I see. Okay.
Yes, that is
I didn't know if
confirmation
it
of
was
the
going to say
phrase.
something else.
It's supposed to.
It's a summons.
Don't even
I
worry
don't get
about
these
it.
a lot.
You just come. It'll be fine. Grab your things and come with me.
I
please.
understand.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I come with you now.
Yes.
Are you hungry?
Smash cut 2. All right. Jopa.
What?
You walk further down Sword Street, guided by the lights of the street lanterns, until you come upon the ominous 3-story tower of smooth black stone. No visible windows or doors can be seen from the outside of the exterior walls, but as you approach, a single doorway is visible from the main walkway. A robed figure, in a similar fashion to the one who delivered your summons, bows and sends you within the central main chamber, where large central stairwell ascends upward. As you enter, you look around you amongst all these large tapestries and fine furniture across the walls. There is also waiting a group of other individuals. A human dressed in dark leathers, a female dwarf dressed in relatively well-kept plate armor, and a half-orc adorned in some sort of a bronze-type mishmash of armor plates, and a series of unrecognizable gizmos hanging at her belt.
All I'm saying is if dwarves made this place, it would be better. It'd be better.
I don't understand what's going. Is this an orgy or? I
had a summons.
Oh, me.
come here.
I did too. Did the guy read it to you? And then just
He read
let
it to you, and then the same thing was in the letter, the same thing that he said.
The goddamn guy just
Yes.
let me stand there and read it again.
Yes, I did the same thing happened to me.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yes, I felt so dumb.
You hungry?
I'm starving.
Me too.
I was going to eat some stew, but then I had to go.
Tell you what, I'm quite the chef, and I'm very lonely.
Get
Don't
out.
say that part, Jopa. I make a good, hungry, lonely man dinner. Oh, God damn it, Jopa. Sorry, I don't get out
It's
much.
okay.
I'm sorry. You're just so pretty. Oh, fuck.
It's all right. It's all right.
Hello. You guys weirdos or what?
I don't want to have to talk to them.
Me neither. I'm not a big fan of these guys. They seem to got something. They got that woman's an orc, I think. She's gray.
I'm an orc. I can hear you. I have large ears.
Sorry about that. You're beautiful. You look great. Sorry to hear about that fiasco with the letter.
That sounds really embarrassing for you guys. We just followed. We didn't read the scrolls after.
Yeah, I followed my heart. I'm here for love.
That seems. I'm sorry. We're being rude. What are your names?
I'm Dagney.
Dag Dog. Cool.
My name is Jopa.
J Dizzle. Nice.
No, please don't ever call me that, ever.
J-pop.
No, please, none of that. Jopa is my name.
Just to be clear, I'm good with unique names. It's a soft J, right?
It's a soft J.
I knew it. I could hear it.
Shut up. Stop trying to impress this
just-
girl.
Shawshank.
Okay, I know about these things anyway.
What are we doing here?
At which point, a robed figure you didn't notice had been standing in the center of the room watching this whole thing transpire.
I noticed.
And you did, a little faster than the others. Pulls the hood back, and you now see an elderly man standing there wearing an intricate outfit of draped blue and gold. He takes the robe off and hangs it up on the side, now wearing the full attire of an order of the Magist himself. He goes ahead and takes a bronzed staff that's hanging against the other wall and approaches you.
I am Jorman, member of the Watchful Order, Grey Hands. If you would please follow me to your summons.
He starts walking ahead towards the stairwell that leads upward in the tower.
Oh,
Okay, we're
stairs. Come on.
We're gonna have to figure this out though, because you're J-pop. What's he
Jopa.
gonna be?
Is it a soft? Is it a
Jorman?
soft? Is it a Jorman or a Jorman?
You hear him saying that.
It's a hard J. It's Jorman. Just call me Jorman.
J-man.
Jorman.
J-man.
Thank you.
There's so much good stuff to steal here. We
Which?
could clean them out.
Again, they can hear you.
They not when I speak in my audible voice.
As you guys ascend the stairwell, you see archways and doors that protrude from the stone walls all around you. some without floors or walkways, nonsensical in the design and approach of the interior. Elements of the architecture make little sense at times. There are alcoves and shelves lining parts of the stairwell walls, some that appear to have extremely beautiful and powerful-looking magical artifacts and weapons on display.
I'm just saying, if dwarves made this place, there'd be floors. That's all I'm saying.
You could be right. I just look. You see that? I point to a gold, shiny, some green amulet thing hovering above. Am I allowed to make stuff up like completely?
I'll go there. It's glistening and slowly floating in place about 3 inches off of this alcove exterior.
It's beautiful. I have it. Maybe it'll make you taller.
There's no. You say that every time, and every time I believe you. Please, don't. We just got here. Be cool.
Okay, all right, fine. But seriously, later, let's try. Come on, you can wear that armor that makes your. I'll get better at this. I promise.
Jorman, I would like to know, what have we been summoned here for?
That is why I bring you upstairs, my dear.
Oh, she thinks she's so smart. Half orc. Asking questions.
It's a fair point. We just been sitting here rambling.
I would like to know that, and also if we might perhaps take these weapons.
These are not for you, my apologies. These are the collection of the Blackstaff. However, she awaits your presence, and all questions you have will promptly be answered. Please follow.
And he keeps heading up the stairwell in front
How
of you.
many more stairwells?
Just one more. Be patient.
The blues are running. I gotta go soon.
He sighs very audibly. As you guys come up to the 3rd floor of the tower, you enter a grandiose study. Bookshelves occasionally lining floors to ceiling, tapestries of amazing craftsmanship hanging at intervals. A central runic glyph on the stone floor is surrounded with red carpeting. A figure stands across from you, facing away. Jorman clears his throat.
Blackstaff Vajira, your guests. Most of your guests have arrived.
The figure turns, revealing a diminutive woman with olive skin, short black hair, and piercing indigo blue eyes. She walks towards you slowly, accompanied with the rhythmic clack of her silver-shod staff against the floor. The staff is slightly blackened, as if by soot or antiquing, and atop lies a large axe head in the shape of a snarling wolf with green glowing eyes. As she steps into the light, she says, "Most, what of the mage I requested?" Jorman says,
Well, this sun elf will be joining you in the morning due to being engrossed in studies at the moment. He said I should assure you that it is an engrossing chapter.
At which point the woman says,
There are few things as frustrating as a young sun elf.
all the haughtiness of their people without the owned life experience, wouldn't you say?
True that. You burnt.
I'm burned.
She takes another step forward, looking towards the two of you with an acknowledgement, though smarmy as it may be.
Well, I appreciate your haste. I am Blackstaff Vajira, keeper of the Order of Mages and aide to the Open Lord, Laeral Silverhand herself. I call you here, Greyhands, because I've been watching your progress. Your skill sets are unique and complementary. This is good, as our realm is ever assailed by threats and curiosities of a unique and sometimes complementary nature. Now, while the Greyhands have their uses, some tasks require us to work in swift shadow, and without oversight beyond the Open Lord and myself. I am given the responsibility to craft a new faction of elite, talented agents, the very best we can muster, that could be afforded certain benefits within our fair city of Waterdeep. You will be gifted with gold, respect, and to a certain extent, amnesty from the law. Should you accept, you will become this group of trusted elite. Will you accept this proposal to become Force Grey?
How much gold?
Plenty, my
I need a
dear.
number.
Numbers are but a figment of your simple minds.
This, and she snaps her fingers, and suddenly you see a chest emerge from the stone floor, spill open, and begin to spill forth what seems to be an endless stream of gold coins that begins to pile up and base around this actual chest.
That looks about right.
She snaps again, and the deluge of gold comes to a halt. A few final coins, king, ding, 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 rolling to the ground.
I thought you'd agree.
Now,
My question still stands. Do you accept becoming Force Grey?
How long is this thing going to take? Hey, got a lot of reading to catch up on. I don't
And-
really like people so much.
There'll be plenty of time for you to catch up on the road. This first mission will send you quite a ways away from Waterdeep. I trust this will facilitate your wanton needs of reading your wanton stories.
they don't need to know. Don't worry about that. I just worry about all my friend back home. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I've been looking for a vacation, and
To join this band is to be on call. You will not be required to work at all times, but when we need you, you must answer our summons. Come to our aid and complete your mission with the utmost of your ability. Jopa has joined. Hitch, Brawlwin,
How
Dagney?
far? How far away?
You will be notified once you accept the offer. And she slams her staff into the ground. There's a flash of blue light in her eyes, and the room suddenly comes alight with sigils and various runes and glyphs across the floor now glowing around you. What was once a fairly lowly lit room is now teeming with energy, and you see in this chamber power from this one individual far beyond the scope of anything you've encountered. There is no aggression, no malevolence, just a display of the individual who is asking for your aid.
So, like, 2 days ride. 3 days ride. Will I be able to see the mountain?
You will be able to see the mountain.
Who are we working for again?
Jesus Christ, look around! There are fucking lights going on everywhere. You're like, oh, you wanted they're fucking gold. Just say yes. Let's go. We gotta go.
Sorry, I'm not dazzled by bright lights, J-pop. I just want to make sure that we're playing for the right side here. Who are we working for?
You are working for the city of Waterdeep, the place you call home. We are here to protect these lands and these people, yourself and your friends, allies, families included. These missions I would send you on, that the Open Lord herself would send you on, are the ones that will keep this town together, safe, secure. You would be the deliverers of your own people.
Could probably put a down payment on a studio apartment with that gold.
That was the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I will follow you to the ends of the earth. Tell me when and where. I'm fucking in.
Be warned, rogue. As you say that, the green eyes and the wolf staff flare up with what seems to be some sort of unbridled arcane anger, and the staff almost lurches forward out of her grasp, and she holds it back.
Okay, I get it. You were saying.
I like her.
I'm already taken.
Huh? Okay.
As she rubs the staff with her thumb.
Nice.
I think she's fucking the staff.
Yeah. This is out of my jurisdiction. I've got a knowledge of Waterdeep. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Are you in? I'm in. I'm in if you're in.
Girl, if you're in, I'm sleeping on your couch, so basically you're not going to make me a spare key.
We're in.
Very well. Dagney.
I just feel like if I'm going to keep the city safe, I might need some extra weapons that you have downstairs. I really do like that staff that you have.
She is playing this right.
Yeah.
She takes a step towards you, a second step, a smile upon her lips that slowly fades into an intensity that even drives your soul to quiver a little. The blue glow in her eyes had begun to subside, but then flares again, and she comes to you and just touches the side of your cheek and says, "Child, I will do everything I can to help, but you must respect and understand this is for the greater good. You will be supplied. You will be given things to succeed on your quest. We wish not to have you sent to failure."
Well, all right. I'll go. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I'll go.
Very well. Force Grey has been assembled, or will be in the morning when the sun-off comes. Your first mission comes with hints of mystery. The Sun Dragon, a nearly forgotten ally to the Watchful Order with whom 2 generations back a member brokered a favor with, has called for aid. We know little more, but a call to aid from such a creature is not to be taken lightly. You are to travel to the Sword Mountains where it resides. Find and ask the maiden statue to summon forth this dragon. Return in the morning to the steps of this tower. Jorman will greet you. A guide will be chosen by your party, and your quest shall commence. Good luck, and welcome to the Watch of the Blackstaff. As all the sigils all of a sudden go dark once again, the room falls out of light. There is a moment of 2, 3 moments of darkness before all of a sudden your vision fades in, and she is gone.
Do we wait here till tomorrow, or do we go home? I don't know.
I think we go, we rest, we eat, we drink.
Took us like a week to get here.
And we wait for the summons.
Jorman nods to you.
That is correct.
Oh, I forgot you were right there. Should we go home?
It happens often. Don't worry. I'm used to it. Arrive here, base of the tower in the morning. Then, your quest shall commence. Come. Now leave. You've already stunk up my halls.
That's my fault. I'm sorry about that.
Was that you?
I just came straight from work. He didn't give me a chance to wash up.
As
This will
that
be fun, though. Friends, right? Just talking to people. Conversations. Oh. That's the most I've talked in a year. Throat's getting dry.
As the awkward echoes of Jopa fill the halls of Blackstaff Tower, the newly formed adventuring party of Force Grey finds the way into the night air to prepare for the next morning's gathering and the mission that lays before them. And that is where we end this prelude to the coming adventure, guys. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Guys, how cool was that? Awesome. I can't wait to watch Force Grey Giant Hunters when it comes out on Nerdist.com this summer. Now, just quick recap of all the awesome stuff we saw tonight. Then D&D Adventure Storm King's Thunder will be in gaming stores and digitally on Fantasy Grounds on August 26th and out on September 6th as a hardcover. Volo's Guide to Monsters will come later this fall, and don't miss out on scoring your copy of the limited edition cover by Hydro 74. Look for Neverwinter Storm King's Thunder to be out on PC in August with the Xbox One and PS4 versions coming out later. Gale Force 9 D&D Collector's Miniatures is coming out this fall. Check out Acquisitions Incorporated the series Mondays this summer at penny-arcade.com for a preview of Storm King's Thunder. We did a lot of stuff on this show, you guys. WizKids will be releasing their Giants-themed miniatures in September and the new board game Assault of the Giants next spring. Altspace VR is available now with more features to come. And, of course, you can watch Force Grey Giant Hunters this summer on Nerdist.com for a preview of all of the Giants you have seen here today. Follow D&D on Twitter at wizards_DND. And as always, check out DungeonsandDragons.com for more information on everything we've announced today and so much more. Thank you all for watching D&D Live from Meltdown. I am Allison Hayslip, and you have failed your saving throw against Charm Magic. Good night, everybody.